Opulence and grand are the two things I think about every single time I come down Lookout Court, which was meticulously designed by Double Oak. Now, this home right behind us is a stunning residence and has 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, above grade 2,675 square feet with a fully finished basement, but we're situated on a private court. All these homes are stunning. All the kids play here. It is quiet. It is family friendly. This is the place that so many desire to be right here in Georgetown. Guys, enough of me talking. Let's go on in and take a tour. Entering through the home, you come through this solid wood door, feels really grand, really luxe, and it kind of sets the tone and theme for this entire property. Now right here we have our guest double closet, which is super nice. All your guests can put everything over here. We have this beautiful staircase that also acts as a centerpiece, and this helps you ascend through upstairs. And then we are greeted by this, I would say, remarkably well done floor plan. We have beautiful hardwood floors all throughout the main floor, keeping it super warm and making it feel like a home, even though it really is a grand scale property. Beautiful window positioning, letting in tons of natural light. And just look at the size of this dining room. You could truthfully host Christmas, Thanksgiving, any family function you need to host, it'd be right through here. Now, one other thing to note is all the ceiling height on this main floor is 9 feet, which is super important because you could just feel the scale and the volume of the room a little bit more, something I really love and that a lot of builders are doing nowadays. Now, coming in over here, we have our family room, right through a nice little transition. We're coming in greeted with our family room where you can hang out, spend time with the family. Now, it is a really big and grand scale room, but it still has that cozy feel because of the finishes, which I really do love. And we have a beautiful gas fireplace right here with a really nice mantle. Like the stone and the tonality of it really go with those earth tones that you can see throughout this entire home. And then look at our windows. We have so many beautiful position windows to bring tons of natural light coming through here. And this lot is actually a really expansive lot. We have nearly 62 feet across the back, and our longest side here is approximately 146 feet. So you can really see and feel that, which is really good space over here. Now, as we transition into, I would say, the heart of the home where most people are spending all of their time, is the kitchen, right? So stepping in over here, we are greeted with our tile again that matches and wraps around from the front foyer, coming all through here, and our main living spaces, keeping that warm hardwood floor. And we actually have a really good size eat-in kitchen. Now, a lot of homes these days, it feels like more of an afterthought to have the eat-in kitchen, but this is truthfully a place where you can get ready if you don't have a whole family event happening, but the kids can hang around here. You can do breakfast, lunch, whatever the case might be. And then right here, we have our lovely sliders with our covered porch, which I'll take you after when we close up this tour. Now, heading into the kitchen, we have a really nice traditional kitchen. We have black granite countertop, kind of has a little bit of that tortoiseshell. We have the nice dark solid wood cabinets all throughout here. We have great countertop space, stainless steel appliances, and I really like this island, how not only is it functional for more prep space and more drawers, but it does give a little bit of separation between the eat-in kitchen, so it gives it still an open concept feel, but a little bit of division. And even with these pendant lights right here, it also accentuates that, which I really love. And then right over here, I'm a sucker for a good little coffee nook. This would be a perfect place to have my amazing Breville machine and have all my mornings start right here. Really, really nice touch. Now, before we transition upstairs, there's 2 more things I want to highlight that are really functional. Right over here is our 2-piece powder room. Now, again, this home has 5 bathrooms, this being the main half bath. But upstairs, we have 3 full bathrooms, which is super functional. And then downstairs, we have another half bath, which is super great for utility. And stepping down over here, we have our washer dryer combo, and we have our access over to our garage. So super functional. You get to come in, have all your stuff, you can toss it in over here and keep all your mess and everything tucked away behind this door. So when you have guests come by, you can just simply go like this and no one needs to see what's behind there. I know my wife would absolutely love that. The true definition of pride of ownership you can see all throughout this home. This home was constructed in 2008, but even as I'm looking at the floors and seeing the light reflect off, I don't see any dents, I don't see any dings. This home is meticulously cared for. Even the wall is freshly painted, all the white columns nice and white. These are small details that for me as a buyer would really, really matter, especially when I'm looking to try to buy that perfect home. And I really do think 12 Lookout Court is this one. Now, let's walk upstairs and take a look at the lovely 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms that this home has to offer. Now, as we ascend upstairs, one thing I really love about this home and even this builder, all the floor plans are so functional, maximizing all the space. If you take a look at our little hallway corridor right here, we have our double closets, but as we enter this way, we have bedroom, bathroom, and then we get to enter through the double doors for the primary bedroom, which is super grand. We have the recessed tray ceiling right over here, and take a look at this primary bedroom. This truthfully does feel like a primary bedroom. We've got great space. We got the same hardwood floors from downstairs to keep the same symmetry, balance, and the warm tonality. Look at the amount of window positions right here. So much natural light just pouring in through here. And of course, every primary bedroom has to have an ensuite. So stepping in over here, we have our stand-up glass shower. We have our nice soaker tub. We have his and hers vanity. And one little thing I just want to highlight, we even have more little additional space. And I want to show things like this because a lot of builders these days are cutting a lot of corners, and these are very functional things that a lot of people want to have for day-to-day utility, which I really do like. And of course, we have a great walk-in closet right over here. I'll walk in just for proof. Okay, it's a walk-in closet. So this primary checks off every single box. Now stepping into the primary, we have a full bathroom right here that this bedroom technically has ensuite privileges because there is a door passway right there. We have another great sized bedroom here, and every single bedroom in this home is a really good sized bedroom, which I think a lot of families really like. And then we get to walk down over here. And the reason why that's super important is as we walk through over here, we get to appreciate all of the architect and look down and the overpass through here. We have a nice oversized linen closet, but then you get to walk through here. And this is essentially a second primary bedroom. Great size room, again, great window positioning, and this bedroom even has its very own ensuite right over here. We have our own sink, full shove tower bathroom, and we have even better window positioning right here. This is truthfully like having two primary bedrooms. So that wraps up everything on the second floor. Now let's go downstairs and take a look at the fully finished basement with a kitchen that this home has to offer. So stepping downstairs right away, we got this lovely platform right over there. We have so much storage, additional storage right in there. And then passing through this right here, we have this really great rec room. It is super large. We have a beautiful kitchen over here. This is not like a basement kitchen. This is a really well done kitchen. We have the nice great cabinetry. We got the quartz countertops. We got the white neutral backsplash. We even have some really good window positioning. And this is a great secondary kitchen if you're hosting a bunch of family, you're having people come over. This could be your main prep kitchen for all of your cooking, and you can keep upstairs nice and neat. And then we got this really good open space right here, which is super versatile. If you got kids, they can hang out down here and they can play mini sticks, or if you have a teenager or someone who wants to have a little bit more privacy, they can have their own bed right over there, maybe their own table over here, utilize that own kitchen. And coming over here, we have another living room space with a beautiful fireplace right there, a nice little feature wall. And this bar top over here is actually not plumbed or roughed in, so it's totally movable. You can get out of here if you want to have a little bit more of convectional space. And then in here, we have another really great size storage room. Okay, so really good size storage room. And the reason why I wanted to showcase that is because right over here, we have a two-piece bath. However, this two-piece bath, if you look at the size of it, it is a really big two-piece bath with a toilet and a sink. And with that additional room back over there, if you did want to put a shower down here, you could push the wall back and you should be able to put a shower in here. And we got a really nice window to let tons of natural light. And all the ceilings are smooth with pot lights. So there's a lot of really good utility for space down here. And I really think it was a really nice done basement. So that wraps up the entire tour of the fully finished basement with the kitchen. Now let's go take a look at the stunning backyard that this home has to offer. Stepping right through the sliders, right out of the eating kitchen, we have this lovely covered porch, and we have this expansive backyard. You can really feel the depth and the space of this lot back here. Now, on the longest side, we're approximately 146 feet. Across the back, approximately 62 feet. And we have all this nice hardscaping, this beautiful greenery. And take a look at the size of that shed. It has its own concrete pad, double doors. That could be its own in-law suite. I'm not actually marketing it as that, so just be mindful, but that is a very, very, very grand shed, and it completely ties in with just the grand scale of this home, this street, and this entire tour. So listen, guys, if you saw anything that you liked, or you want to get any more information, or perhaps you want to book a private showing, there's really only one thing you need to do. Pick up the phone and give me, David Robio, a call at 647-699-3096, and it would be my pleasure to tour you this amazing home. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers.